Hello, today I want to show you a more advanced approach to building flows in Langflow. This approach uses a combination of components that incorporate mixture of agents and advanced prompt chaining methods built within Langflow. For those that don't know what's Langflow, what is prompt chaining, what is mixture of agents, first of all, Langflow is a powerful low-code tool to no-code tool that allows you to build complex chatbots and AI automations. Mixture of agents is a method that is enhancing the quality by using multiple agents, and prompt chaining is simply using the output of one agent to pass it to the next or to multiple agents. All of these are very heavily covered in articles and YouTube videos, so I encourage you, if you want to learn the basics, to search for that. However, here we want to show a more advanced approach, an approach that can be used as a base to build more complex AI workflows and AI automations. In this example, we are writing a blog article just for the purpose of showing the different components that we have used and that we have built. Firstly, I have already generated a blog article, and with Langflow, you can very quickly see the final output. The idea of this blog article is to provide two different perspectives, a mainstream perspective and an alternative perspective for the topic of using Langflow in your business. And you will see how we have done that, how we have taken the perspectives, both perspectives, and how we have used to create um, informative, up-to-date article. So, to start with, each of these flows are starting with parameters. These parameters can be easily integrated into a web platform with a control panel or a dashboard where you can fill in the information. For example, you can see that we can set up goal, we can set up topics, etc. And all of that is combined into a prompt. And that prompt, for the ease of use, because it will be used into multiple agents as a main context, main parameters, is saved into a global variable or stored as a message that Langflow easily provides for us. All of this information that you have seen is going to be used into our first prompt. As you can see, we have a very simple prompt that is utilizing the context, which is the information from the variables. It instructs that we need to send it as a JSON, response as a JSON, because the main idea of the prompt chaining is that you can pass the prompts, like I mentioned, through different agents. And the easiest method to pass that is with JSON, especially because our first agent goal is to produce variety of search queries that are going to be used by the next agents in their search to write the articles from their perspective. And here you can see the example output, a JSON. And here we have 5 different queries, or 4 different queries, excuse me, but we're going to use actually 2 of them. And you will see how we're going to pass that now, using the power of Langflow and also the power of building custom components. So what we are seeing here is that we have a JSON cleaner provided by Langflow that just makes sure that all of the data is correctly formatted. And we have a custom component here that we have built, JSON parser, which helps us select parts of that data and pass it to the required agent. And you can see here that we are now branching, and we have 2 agents that are all going to write from their perspective, the alternative, the mainstream perspective, and the alternative perspective. And this shows you the ability that you can scale that into 4, 5, 6 agents, depending on your use case and the complexity, to enhance the quality and to have more focused tasks for each agent. And the beauty of it is that all of this will run simultaneously, so the speed is actually also pretty fair. So deeping dive into agent number 1, what we see here is that the output, like I mentioned, from the first agent is used as input into this prompt, but we also utilizing the ability from Langflow chat memory to get the context that we set, which is the variables that the user has set initially. And all of that is combined into a prompt that is using that information, and again is going to return a JSON. Also, the beautiful thing of Langflow is that you can very easily build agents that are using tools. In this case, we use the DuckDuckGo tool in order to query the internet using the query parameters that we generated with our first agent. And the second agent is basically mirroring the steps of agent 1. The only thing is that it has a more different prompt to have an alternative perspective, but also the custom tool that we have built, the only thing we had to do is to change the key, and that will extract the second query parameters. Hence, it will be used again with the tool DuckDuckGo to query these parameters itself and extract information. And the goal of these two agents is to write from their perspective and then alternatives. Again, we are cleaning some of the JSON, making sure that we will not have any fails in the runs. And we are again extracting the required information. And you can see here that with this tool, actually you can branch on, because some of the information that you can use is actually a different sources or keys from the JSON, and then triggering more flows based on that information. But here for this demo, for the simplicity, we are combining the outputs of the two agents into one prompt, which goal is to write the final version and use the report from agent 1 and the report from agent 2 and the context, again using the chat memory, to write the final output. And we have even added an additional custom variable, again showcasing how flexible and customizable is this tool, total words, and that is represented into this variable here. Then we are executing again with OpenAI, and here we are using only OpenAI for simplicity, but to even enhance more further the results, you can actually use different models, either open source models or models with cloud, or even using different type of OpenAI models for tasks that are maybe more simpler. We can use cheaper models, and for more complex tasks we can use the more advanced models. And then in the end, all of that information is provided to as a chat output, as you can see. But here you can imagine that we can expand it further to calling additional agents to automate maybe the posting, or maybe further refine the text with additional reviews, etc. These components that are shown here can be scaled up and used in various workflows to enhance outputs using multiple agents collaborating together. This method ensures really high quality outputs and demonstrates uh, in the agents reports that you're seeing. To just conclude, this really just quickly showcase the abilities that you can provide with Langflow. And if you're interested into diving deeper into these features, please contact us through our website. We are really excited that we can share with this and leverage Langflow to its full potential. Thank you.